Tamil Nadu MLAs will now get a salary hike of about 100%. Salary hike will scale their salaries from 55,000 rupees to 1.2 lakh rupees in the revised year. Their constituency allowance will also be increased from 2 crores to 2.5 crores. And the basic pay will be increased from 8,000 to 30,000. The big bonanza for MLAs comes at a time when Tamil Nadu is reeling under drought and debt-ridden farmers of the state have been protesting in the capital, demanding a loan waiver. The average monthly income of the farmers in Tamil Nadu is a meager amount of 6,426 rupees.
Definitely we agitate in front of the Secretariat. In 1970, the salary of MLA only 250. Then the 60 kilo paddy is 40 rupees. 6 bag of paddy is the salary of MLA. The salary of MLA is 1,10,000 rupees. Our paddy is only 800 rupees. Really, if the salary of the MLA must be 4,800. Really, if they compare it to the paddy, then we are thinking that they are big peoples. If their salary is 1,10,000, you please give 5% to 5%. We are beggar. We are the slave. We are the 4th grade citizen of India. 5% means only 5,500 per kg.
In 1970, a bag of paddy is 40 rupees. Their MLA salary is 250 rupees, which means the 6 bag of paddy is equal to the salary of the MLA. But before this time, which means yesterday is MLA salary is 55,000, which means compared to the more than 200%.
Right.
Because
now they have doubled it.
This time they have doubled it. In one word, I have to say, they are always selfish. They don't think about anyone. They don't think about the farmers.
The DMK has criticized the move. Listen in.
Farmers celebrate a better Diwali or a Pongal, than MLAs. I think it's an absurd timing. It's not something which we requested. It was all stage played. If you look at it, yesterday the ruling party MLA started these requests, so-called requests, which we simply think that was put forth to them. They were asked to ask that, and they asked it. And the government is now given the hike.
Our கட்சி எம்எல்ஏக்களை இன்னைக்கு ஓடி போயிட போறாங்க. ஏற்கனவே பணம் கொடுத்து தக்க வச்சு தான் ஒரு கேஸே நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஒரு எம்எல்ஏவே பேட்டி கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அதனால அந்த எம்எல்ஏக்களுக்கு ₹1,00,000 சம்பளங்கிறது மக்கள் தலையில மீண்டும் சுமத்துற வரி சுமை தான் இது. இப்போ ஏற்கனவே முதலமைச்சர் இருந்த ஜெயலலிதா சம்பள உயர்வு கொடுக்காம 6 வருஷமா இது தள்ளி வச்சாங்க. எதுக்காக தள்ளி வச்சாங்கன்னா நிதி ஃபைனான்ஸ் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. நிதி நெருக்கடியில் இருக்கிறாங்க. அதனால நாங்க சம்பளம் கொடுக்க முடியாதுன்னாங்க. இப்போ கிட்டத்தட்ட எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் சேர்த்து 5 லட்சம் கோடி கடன்ல இருக்கு. 5 லட்சம் கோடி கடன்ல இருக்கும்போது இவர் எதுக்கு டபுள் மடங்கு சம்பளம் கொடுக்குறாருன்னு தெரியல.
And it's not only the netas that are talking about it. We've got reactions from the people as well.
So MLA also has the right to live their life as what they want. So if they are getting good salary, they will work for the society itself. They will do for the uplift of the farmers and everything. If they are not getting much in their themselves to cater the need of their family, then how they will do for the society?
We are working in the service and we are getting only annual increment only 5% or maximum 8%. And if we compare the MLA hike, it is previously it is like 5,000, now it is 55,000. So it is percentage wise, if we will look, is very high.
Let me now go across to my colleagues. Akshaya, who is joining me from Chennai. Polumi is also joining us from the national capital. Akshaya, coming to you first. I mean, the farmers here are protesting once again. It was a 40-day long protest. The last time they had to go back on certain assurances back to Chennai. Now they're back in the national capital, and what they hear is that the MLAs there are getting 100% hike. How are the people reacting to it?
Well,
Well, Ankit, it's a very tragic situation because most of the people that we have spoken to have been highly critical about what has happened inside the assembly. Today, they're saying that how can somebody have a 100% hike? Understandably, it's known that former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, knowing well that the finances are in a very bad situation, had not hiked the salary or increased the salary for the last six years. And this time around, a complete 100% hike. And this is coming at a time when the state government has said that they don't have enough money to go ahead with a welfare scheme. It's seen that the Amma canteen, which was one of the key schemes inaugurated by former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha and a favourite scheme among the public also, it is going to be locked down. Many of the Amma canteens are being going to close just because of the reason that there's not enough fund. And at this juncture, if the MLAs are going to get a 100% hike, it's a big question that the state will have to look at in terms of its financial situation. We had seen that in the 2017 budget announcement, there was a financial deficit of 3% according to the GDP. And with such a huge deficit, how is the government going to run along with such a huge plan?
Yes.
And it's seen that the DMK, the opposition party in the state, is also not in sync with them. They're highly critical about it. In fact, MK Stalin had said that they're not supporting this scheme. So it needs to be seen who really wanted this. If it is just the AIADMK, it's a very pitiful situation because already the governance is in chaos, and this brings a more of a situation where the people have lost the trust on the government.
Absolutely. It just seems, Akshay, I mean, that they are AIADMK with their inner chaos. They just don't care about what's happening to the governance and to the state. Polumi is still with us. Polumi, just hold on. Let me also bring to the notice of our viewers, it's not just the MLAs there in AIADMK and Tamil Nadu who want a 100% hike. In fact,
there are genuine grievances of ex-MPs and sitting MPs. Those should be addressed because like Ram Gopal Yadav, he had complained that his private secretary is getting more than what he is getting as chairman of the Standing Committee of Parliament. So there is no point in unnecessarily keeping MPs in this doldrums. I think their salary hike should take place.
The salary hike should take place along with the privileges, but the other side is this. Many people are saying that farmers are in distress and the member of parliaments, the MPs, are just public servants.
You know, in that case, why did you implement 7th pay commission? Then it should be equal for everybody. Don't give hike to anyone. Secretaries and other bureaucrats, everybody is getting, journalists are getting 4-4-fold, 5-5-fold hikes, others are also getting. So everybody should contribute to farmers.
जो उन्होंने लॉजिक दिए हैं विधानसभाओं के दिए हैं, 6th पे कमीशन और 7th पे कमीशन की जो बात करने वाली हैं उस पर दिए हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि एक व्यवहारिकता है। उस व्यवहारिकता में क्या सरकार और क्या जो है कमेटी नेचुरली वो एक कमेटी है जो MPs के इंटरेस्ट की जो कमेटी है वो डिसाइड करेगी।
Polumi, you know, this is exactly what I was saying when we got to that story. It's not only the MLAs. It just seems all legislators, everybody who is in the public service, especially they don't care about the GST. The most important issue is to get a salary hike for themselves. How do they justify this?
Well, of course, Naresh Agarwal, when he raised this issue in the upper house of parliament today, he of course was citing the example of how MPs do not get paid as much as their counterparts in legislative assemblies and legislative councils across the country are getting paid right now, especially coming in the wake of the salary hike that Tamil Nadu Assembly witnessed today for its legislators. But yes, it it paints a very sort of wrong picture, because at a time you have listed out all of these issues that you would rather discuss, and you say that it's in the nation's interest, from car vigilantism to mob lynchings to farmers' distress to GST related queries and woes, all of that you've listed on the one hand, and then you find the time to stand up and you mention about the fact that MPs need a salary hike as well, and the recommendations which were made by the Joint House Committee on salary and allowances need to be implemented immediately by the government. Otherwise, Naresh Agarwal, as he put it, he has no qualms coming into the well of the House and stalling the proceedings of the House. That just doesn't fit together as a picture. You have a legitimate concern. You think that MPs are not getting paid as much as their duties and responsibilities should be in a sense compensated with. Then you raise it in the right panel.
Other thing that I just wanted to also ask you was, we heard Rajiv Shukla there. He was speaking about how journalists are getting salary increases, how everybody else is getting a salary increase. But the question is that, me and you, we work for a company. Our salary increments, our salary increase are directly proportional to the performance that we put in. That's not the case with the parliamentarians. Half of them do not attend most of the sessions. We have seen that most of the sessions, at least in the last 3 years of this government, have been a washout. How do they justify? They don't do the work they have been sent to the parliament for, but they want a salary hike.
Absolutely. There is no legitimate justification, if you will, as far as, these salary hikes and the kind of proportion that they're demanding. They're demanding 100% salary hike. That is a recommendation which was made by the Joint House Committee on Salary and Allowances.